Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip-hop history. Clean that mess up. Get that out of here. Don't do this on the stage. Get him the fuck out of here.
Was that Will Smith?
Chris Rock, the comedian who got slapped by Will Smith in front of millions, has reacted to Dave Chappelle getting attacked on stage. Although the reasons for the attack on Dave Chappelle appear to be a little more extreme compared to Chris Rock's joke, the situation appears awfully similar. It is in this regard that Chris Rock has given an official reaction to how things transgressed against Dave Chappelle and if violence was justified in this regard. Things are beginning to get really interesting, with a lot of finger-pointing and blame games being played by the fans. So how did Chris Rock react to Dave Chappelle getting attacked on stage? Let's find out in this video. After fellow comedian Dave Chappelle was attacked during his performance at the Hollywood Bowl, Chris Rock had a humorous answer. Chappelle recently received backlash for his Netflix comedy special The Closer, in which he made transphobic remarks. The provocative statement sparked outrage among the trans community and campaigners, leading to a Netflix walkout in October of last year. An audience member stormed the stage and assaulted the comic during his performance at the Netflix Is a Joke comedy festival on Tuesday night. Before being arrested by security, the perpetrator escaped. The offender was subsequently found to be in possession of a weapon which police described as a fake gun with a real knife blade inside it. The attack on Chappelle sparked a social media outpouring of sympathy, especially from celebrities and comedians who had attended the event. Since then, British comedian Jimmy Carr has expressed thanks that no one was injured. Chris Rock can be seen entering the stage after the incident in the new CBS News video released on Twitter, playfully asking,
Was that Will Smith?
The attack on Chappelle is briefly shown in the Twitter video before Rock, Carr, and Chappelle all entered the stage together, with Rock seizing the microphone and sharing his joke, much to the delight of the audience. Of course, Smith slapped Rock at the Oscar ceremony last month, and Rock was notoriously the victim of an attack. Many comedians voiced alarm about the repercussions of Smith's outburst at the Oscars, citing the episode as a source of anxiety. They believe Smith's reaction will lead to an increase in audience members attacking comedians following what they consider to be disrespectful jokes. While the motives of the perpetrator are unknown, it's worth noting that the attack on Chappelle is the second in just over a month. Following the Oscars incident, Rock has been lauded for his cool demeanor, and it was until after the program, during his own stand-up comedy performance, that he addressed the problem, stating that he was still processing what happened. While Rock has been mainly silent on the Oscar slap, his statements following Chappelle's attack suggest that he is now okay with making light of the incident. While it's unknown what kind of repercussions the attack on Chappelle will have and what it implies for comedians in general, no one was hurt in the process. However, fans and celebrities alike haven't gotten over Will Smith's slap on Chris Rock yet. There had been multiple celebrity reactions against and in favor of Will Smith after he walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock for joking about his wife's medical condition. Let's have a look at some of those hot takes. Sharon Osbourne, the former talk co-host, shared her thoughts on the slap in an April interview with the Sunday Times. When he wins the Best Actor award, everybody stands up. It's like, you're such hypocrites, she said. You're going to go home and say how disgraceful his behavior was, but you stand up and give him a standing ovation. You know, it's like I've always said in this industry, if people could make a buck off you, if Hitler were alive today, they would give him a TV show. Terry Crews, on the other hand, said that he was thankful to Chris Rock for his reaction to Oscar's slap. Here's what he said. Both Will Smith and Chris Rock are dear, dear friends of mine. The Brooklyn Nine-Nine alum told The Hollywood Reporter in an April 22 interview, I love them both as brothers, but there was a time in my life where I was Will Smith at that moment, and let me tell you, I've done worse than Will. Way overkill, just the punishment did not fit the crime. He then continued to appreciate Chris Rock for his composure. But the true definition of toughness was what Chris did in taking a punch and then holding everything together and then showing tremendous endurance and resilience in the middle of obstacles. I'm very thankful to Chris, but also I understand Will. I'm not one to demonize Will at all because I was there. As for Kareem AbdulJabbar, his comments were also interesting. 3 weeks after the former NBA player wrote an op-ed about the altercation between Smith and Rock, AbdulJabbar shared his concern for Pinkett Smith and her feelings. I just felt that Will's wife really should have been given some consideration as to, how she felt about it and what she wanted to do about it. He told Entertainment Tonight about the Matrix star's reaction to Rock's joke. I mean, people just ignored her altogether, and I didn't think that made much sense. You know, she's the one that would have been offended if it was offensive. It wasn't like somebody like writing her. You never know what people are thinking. That's how I see it. I think the whole thing is so unfortunate. The journalist spoke to Entertainment Tonight as they attended the 2022 CMT Music Awards last month. I think there have to be consequences to your actions. I have no idea what's right or what's wrong. I don't. But the whole thing makes me so sad because I like them both. King said that she's pulling for Rock, adding, I just want him to be fine. And it seems Will is very regretful and very remorseful, and that's an important first step. Michael Bay also had a pretty interesting take on the matter. Here's what they said. I've worked with him, he is not that guy. The Bad Boys director told Yahoo Entertainment of Smith, confessing that he thought the slap was a bit at first. I've never seen him lose his cool like that. I thought it was set up because I saw the smirk, and I've been on set when Will screws with people, when he's joking with people. Bay shared that they thought Smith's reaction was not right, but also proceed to say that there are much larger issues in the world that need attention. But that's all people are talking about, he added. And I don't really care. Hollywood gets really self-absorbed. There are babies getting blown up in Ukraine right now. We should be talking about that. Now, Bill Maher's reaction. The host's thoughts regarding the slap were addressed in the April 1st edition of HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher.
I just want to say to Will Smith, look, I got your back, bro. Stay strong. April Fools, you're a dick.
Maher then said he had trouble feeling sorry for Pinkett Smith. Comparing a woman to Demi Moore looking her hottest is not exactly the worst insult I've ever heard. I mean, alopecia is not leukemia, he added. Cheryl Underwood said, I'm going to say this as a comic. I'm afraid now to get on the stage. Underwood said on The Talk in April 2022, because of my third show when everyone's been drinking, if you don't like my joke, do you now believe that you can get up and slap me? On Wednesday, March 30, Amanda Seyfried, actress of The Dropout, poured shade at both Smith and the Academy when she uploaded a photo of the actor dancing with his prize at the Vanity Fair Oscar party. Also pretty certain the Academy didn't tell him to fuck off before his win. Seyfried said on Instagram. During his interview on Good Morning Britain on Thursday, March 31, Radcliffe declined to comment on the subject.
I'm just so already dramatically bored of hearing people's opinions about it that I just don't want to be another opinion adding to it.
The Harry Potter star explained. He did, however, express sympathy to everyone in the crowd who had experienced the awkward incident that night, saying, when you're going on stuff as a kid, you're never quite sure if the joke's with you or you're the butt of the joke, so you sort of have a mode of just being like, I'll just keep smiling and laughing and maybe it'll end soon. In a series of since-deleted tweets on Thursday, Summer of Salt producer Joseph Patel, who won the Best Documentary Feature Award alongside Questlove, criticized both Smith and Rock for overshadowing the happy occasion. When the film won, the comic suggested the prize would go to Questlove and Four White Dudes, but it really went to Patel, Robert Feivelin, and David Dinerstein, only the latter two of whom are white. The reason that makes me so very angry is that I was so proud to be one of a handful of South Asians to have ever won an Oscar in the history of the award. Patel wrote via Twitter, adding that he was also the third South Asian artist to win that night. That's never happened before, and it's meaningful, it's history. Though he acknowledged that Rock was in a stressful situation when he made the quip, Patel still shared his frustration with the entire incident, noting, I'm angry. Angry at Will Smith, angry at Chris Rock, angry for me, angry for Amir, angry for my fellow filmmakers. That's it from this one, folks. Do remember to share your thoughts in the comments below.